Today I'm heading out into the garden to start planting some of my onion sets. One of the easiest crops I find to grow. If you're new to gardening, onion sets are simply small onions that you plant directly in the soil, usually a few weeks before your last expected frost date. I found onions like to get a cool start, so I've got to get them out there today. Now for my main crop onions, I pretty much always use red carmine for my red onions. Beautiful for salads and cooking where they get a show. And then stir on for my yellow onions. These are not obviously grown from seed. You can certainly explore a lot more from seed with your onions when you're looking to optimize size or the flavor. But for me, I'm looking for, well, size is sort of important. These are about medium. I get them very large if I can get them out now. But storage is pretty much what I'm shooting for. I try to get from season to season storage with my onions, and usually do. This year I'm getting through them. I'm almost down, so I can't wait to get some of my onions on the go. Now aside from, I've got more. Now aside from the main crop onions, which I'll put all together pretty much in a bed, I will also interplant or disperse amongst my raised beds and all my other garden beds some multiplier onions. They're larger, but they will in fact multiply. So you plant one bulb and you'll get 5, 6, that's usually about it, onions coming up. I've got a few of those. Red Sun, and this is from another supplier and it's called Red Sun also. Beautiful. Then, something that I've switched to completely is growing my green onions or scallions or salad onions directly from sets. It's just so much easier for me than trying to start them from seed, as is all my onions. The medium-sized sets are perfect for bulbing. The super large ones I still use for bulbing, but you usually do better with the medium. And any of the tiny ones, like this one here, they're perfect for those to plant closer together for spring onions. And any questionable, like this one, just throw it away, but unfortunately I don't have too many of those. So I'm going to start with my main crop onions first. I'll come back in and get the multiplier and green onions later. Just make sure your beds are prepped. Mine are. They have compost on top. They're nice and light and fluffy. All of my beds get full sun all day long, which is what you want, and well draining, the usual. I think direction is always given to plant them 4 to 6 inches apart and 12 inches between rows. The further you space that you can give them, the larger your onions will be. But I always do 6 by 6. My hand stretch is 6, and you see here in between rows also. So I've planted what I could in this prepped bed. I'll have to find space for a few more. I probably had, let's see, 350 onions to plant, but I got an awful lot in this bed. With this many, I never have to buy onions, ever. Aside from buying the onion sets to plant. But from then on, once my stored onions from last season are used up, I will start pulling these even small. I've got my walking onions also, and then the harvest will keep me from year to year. So I've planted them about an inch deep, and now I'm just covering them all over now that I know where they're all set. My raised beds is where I'll put some of the multiplier onions. I just spread them around. I don't know why, I always seem to put them in a circle. I just think it looks nice. But I always have to leave a little tip up too, so I know where I've planted them, because I have yet to seed the rest of my beds with all my other vegetables. I also find my multiplier onions grow faster, so they're usually the first ones I'm able to harvest. And the green onions I just throw together, usually at the sides of the beds. They don't need any space at all, and I just continue to throw them in everywhere. Now I'll just quickly show you also what I've worked on this morning. For those of you who like to know what I've planted when, today was a squash planting day. I don't want to do those too far in advance and get the plants too advanced. So I have a lot of old seeds. Squash is one of those things I never need many plants. So I've gone a bit overboard here just to get rid of some seeds. This table queen I don't think produced any last year, so I'm just going to see, not concerned if they don't come up. And then I'll throw the packs out. It's time for me to start cleaning those up. I've got some Jackby Littles. This is Wild Bunch. I've got a whole bunch of seeds in here. They are a mix, and I love those. I've got Celebration, a great acorn squash, that yellow one that stores from year to year and grows so well for me here, because not all do. I've got, the Gelber Englisher. That's a sort of a patty pan. Zucchini Sure Thing. Just trying loofah. I'm going to get rid of those seeds. They're very old. I don't think anything will come there. This is a new one I'm trying. Is Camo. It can be a summer squash or a winter squash. And then I've got Winter Sweet. I think those are old seeds. Not going to do anything. Look at this. This is great. Oh, there we go. Upside down. Ceres. I bought that new this year. I don't even know what it is. Little Gem. Oh, Birdhouse. We'll see if they're very, very old also. So I'll just throw those out. I'm trying to clean out these seeds. Then I've got some melons. Kajori, Haloma, and watermelon. And over here, I got Rondenise, golden zucchini, and a nosh zucchini. So, seems like an awful lot, but I do not do well with squash, but I try them every year and get a fair amount. This is Burgess Buttercup, I think. Yes. I love squash. Love growing. It's a surprise. I like to see what I get and what I don't get. But as I say, a lot of these are old seeds. They're not all going to come up, and I've probably got like 1, 2, 3 in this. This isn't normally. I normally plant them in their own individual container, but I will prick these out and then pot them on as we see what works and what comes up. Well, I've still got a lot more to go, but I still have a lot of beds that I have to complete with the final 1 to 2 inch top up of compost for the season. So they'll go in then, succession onions, it'll be perfect. And I've eaten more dirt today. There's so much wind, it's so dry, the beds are just eroding, blowing away. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. Take care, we'll see you soon.